gentlemen, Mr. Christopher Needs.
She bangs, oh baby, when she moves, oh baby, when she looks like a flower and stings like a bee, like every girl in history. She bangs, she moves, oh baby, when she looks like a flower and stings like a bee, like every girl in history. She bangs, she moves, she looks like a flower and stings like a bee, like every girl in history. She bangs, she moves, she looks like a flower and stings like a bee, like every girl in history.
Well, thank you very much indeed for that rip-roaring welcome. If I'd known it was only you lot, I would have brought a flagon. Welcome to Aberafan, the Princess Royal Theatre, and it's Christie's lightly grilled. Grilled and worn out. I feel as if I've been up the Vole twice. Oh, wonderful. How many people are in the garden here tonight? Give us a wave. Give us a yoo-hoo. Okay, we got the first question there from a lady that I went to Berlin the other day, as you know, I said on the wireless, and I sat on the front of the plane because I thought I'd get there quicker, you know. And I never forget saying to this, I was a little bit nervous flying, I said to this hostess, I said, do these planes crash off? No, just the one slump, she said, you know. You got a question. What's the question?
Where did you get the idea of the garden?
Well, I was on the afternoon show, and I loved the afternoon show, and I loved talking to people, and my boss said, would you like the late show? And I said, give it here. Give it here. But as long as I can do this and this and that, go for it. Go for it. So I did. And I sat there and I thought, how can I get a lot of people together, you know? And I'd been watching the Wheel Tappers and Shunters Club. Remember the Wheel Tappers? Yeah. Out there! Bingo ticket sunset. You remember the one, right? And I sat there and I thought, what could... And this lady said to me, have you got a fan club, love? I said, of course I have. She said, what's it called? The Chris Needs fan club? I said, nothing is boring than that, I said. It's called the Chris Needs Friendly Garden Association Affiliated Limited twice. Oh, I'll join, she said. I said, I'll make you number 20. Then somebody else phoned up and said, oh, I'd like to join you a garden. Oh, I'll make you 21, key the door. Then a fella phoned up, all right, but I want to join you, meadow, look, correct? I said, you are nothing but a mere male. And that's where it came from. And I'm glad it did, don't you think? I think so. Yes. You blame the Wheel Tappers and Shunters for that. Francis Donovan.
I wanted to ask you, I'm a journalist, so I've always enjoyed words. So what's your favourite word? And please keep it clean. This is a family show.
Mingen. Oh. Mingen. The weather's minging. And I got another favourite word. Can I do my other favourite word?
OK. Just because it's you.
Yeah, it begins with C.
Careful.
Club. Like the Jenkinses, go up the club. I love that. Up the club.
It's the way you say it.
I just love the sound. That was on my auntie's windows this morning, that was. It was, wasn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Strange. Pray to pray. I love that song.
I'd like to know, what was the first record you ever bought?
Oh, now I'm going to give my age away now, aren't I? It cost 7 and 8. Do you remember that? I bought it in Salters in Neath in the market. It wasn't me. My father took me, and it was the Goons, the Ying Tong song. Do you remember that? Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong. You remember it? And I loved it, and it was a 78. And I'll tell you something else. We went on holiday to Saundersfoot in a caravan, and it was playing away, and I had one of these, you know, the wind-up ones like that, right? You go like clappers, right? The elbow's better, you can tell, right? And you go like that, right? And I thought, that don't sound right. And the sun was shining in those days, right? And they curled up like that. Ah, broke my heart. And it was a 78, one of the big ones. But that's what it was. It was the Ying Tong song and the Goons. I thought they were amazing. Steve Strange, thank you very much. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you. I was very worried the other day about my auntie and uncle, Gladys and I. Oh, yeah, because he was bad, you know? And she sent for the doctor, and the doctor went straight upstairs, and he came down shaking his head. You've had it, Gladys. He'll be gone in the morning. She said, now, listen, what am I going to do? Listen, he said, pretend he's getting better. Tell him he can have what he liked to eat. Make his last few moments memorable. So she went upstairs with a tear in her eye, and she had a lump of ham on the stove, boiling, beautiful. She went up the stairs with a tear in her eye. She said, I should get more episodes in Pablo Combs, shouldn't I? She said, oh, Di, she said, the doctor said you're getting better. You can have what the hell you like to eat. He went, he said, I fancy a bit of that ham on the stove. She said, you can't have that. It's for the funeral on Saturday, she said. Have we got any more questions now then? Who's next in line? There she is, my teacher from Carmarthen Primary School, Mrs. Margaret Bailey. A question, I think, is on its way here. Wait till the mic comes, love. Can't shout like you used to.
Who was the most important person in your life when you was a child?
Gotta be my mum. Gotta be my mother. I'll tell you why, because whatever I did, I was right and everybody else was wrong, you know? On a Saturday morning, I used to do a breakfast show, and there's an internal phone, and my mum had it, you know, and she'd phone me on the internal phone. So I was raring to go. 6 o'clock, I was there. Yo, baby, BBC, Radio Wales, not off. And the phone would flash, and the record was playing. It's your mother here. I says, everything all right? You'll never guess who have died. I said, who? She said, light a fag, I got a list. Yeah? Oh, don't go in that toilet tonight. I had a very nasty experience in that toilet tonight. No, just like driving all the way down from Cardiff. I thought, I'll have to go. So in the toilet I went, right? Busting, so I stood there having a wee. And a fella came and stood next to me like this, look. Don't laugh, I haven't finished yet. Like that. I said hello, he said hello. He said, do us a favour. I said, what's that flower? I thought he was in the garden, you know. He said, I'm busting to go to the toilet. He said, he wouldn't open my zip for me. It's the hands. I thought, ah, poor dab. So I did. And a minute later, he said, do us another favour. I said, what's that? I'm busted to go. He said, he wouldn't get it out at all for me. So I did. I thought, oh, I love him, the hands, innit, you know. And a minute later, he said, do us another favour. I said, what's that, love? He said, give it a shake and pop it back in, will you? It's the hands. I thought, oh, love him. So I did. And on the way out, they said, excuse me, love. I said, don't mind me asking, what's the matter with your hands? He said, this nail varnish will never dry in time to go out tonight. He said, don't you go in there. Don't you go in there. I'm warning you. Lorena, how are you? What's your question, love?
My question, Chris, is this. When did you realise you wanted to go into show business?
Oh, when did I realize? Well, seeing my dad coming over from the steelworks was enough, to be honest. But my mum was very friendly with Richard Burton's niece. And when they came back to Carmarthen and Pontrhydyfen, they came back in this big car, and one day, my mother's friend said, come on, Mag. She said, get in the car, we're going for a ride. And I went a ride in Richard Burton's car. And we sat in the back, and I couldn't believe it, all leather seats and all the rest of it. And I thought, oh, I like this, you know. And I sat there, and there was all these cartons of foreign cigarettes and different things. But don't put this bit in. My mother did pinch 2 packets. Don't say anything about that. Graham Jenkins. A question from Graham Jenkins.
How are you coping with this dreaded, you know, this diabetes?
I'm not pregnant. It's all right.
No, no, diabetes.
Oh, the diabetes. Coping good with it. I'm really, really coping good with it. In actual fact, I had to have my first MOT. You know, they check the arteries in your legs and check your eyes for retinopathy and your heart and all the rest of it. And I had to go, and there was this, I think she was either East German or Czechoslovakian specialist. She had hands like shovels, should have been on the council. And she talked like this. I was like that. Lay down, Mr. Needs, she said. And I lay down. She was tapping away here, looking in my eyes, my legs, all the rest of it. Then she said, turn on side. And then she had the glove and the gel. And she went, bloop. She said to me, Mr. Needs, am I hurting you? I said, can I call you Gareth? I didn't mean it. I did. I said, use 2 fingers with a second opinion. I said, okay. Christine Lyons, my friend from County Durham. Go on then.
I've known you for nearly 30 years. I've worked with you. I've lived with you. I've laughed and cried with you.
That's all you have done, mine.
But I can't understand why you didn't marry. Can you answer me that?
Well, Gabe, I'm asked me, eh? So... Which takes me to a song, because I think whoever wrote this song had me in mind. Where the boys are, someone waits for me. A smiling face, a warm embrace, 2 arms to hold me tenderly. Where the boys are, my true love will be. He's walking round some street in town, and I know he's waiting there for me. In the park of a million people, I found my Valentine. And then I'd climb to the highest steeple and tell the world he's mine, till he holds me. I'll wait impatiently where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are. Someone waits for me till he holds me. I'll wait impatiently where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are. Someone waits for me. Cheers, boys. Who have we got next for a question? Gillian Elisa.
Have you ever considered being in the armed forces? You would be great. You'd sort them out.
Well, funny you should say that, because I went for this interview for the army years and years and years and years ago, and there was like a sergeant major filling this form, you know. Oh, left, sorry, right, sorry. And one of the questions was, I was a bit stuck on it. I said, can you help me out with this question? He said, can't you read? He says, do you think you could kill a man? I said, love, eventually. Eventually. Where's Sally Burton? Mrs. B, ah.
Now, Chris, what I really want to ask you, you and I, sort of fashionistas together, is where do you buy your clothes?
Anywhere they do triple XL. And anything that's $4.99, to be quite honest with you. Actually, sometimes with radio, I went in one night in my pyjamas and slippers, and nobody, because everyone envisages you sat in a suit or something like that. But I went in my, and I had egg down the front of it and all. And I thought, you don't know, do you? You don't know. Next question. Oh, Binder Singh. Hello, Binder.
Hello, Chris. In all the years I've known you, I've never quite worked out as to whether you're a wife-runce or a boxer short man.
Well, to be honest, the ones I've got on tonight came from Talbot Outdoor Market. I paid £1 for them, and there's 90 pence worth stuck. Roy Noble!
I just wanted to ask, really, thinking back, we've all faced crossroads in our lives. You've made it big in radio, DJ if you like. Had you not, where else would you have gone to? What direction would you have taken?
I know exactly what I would love to have done. I would have given my right arm to have done this, to be honest with you. I'd love to have been a trolley dolly. I would have loved it, because I just love traipsing. And I'd love to do this, you know. Emergency exits found here, here, here. I'd love to do it. And I would just love to read out, you know, and say, this is a non-smoking flight, probably with a tag in my hand, you know. And anyone found smoking will be put off the plane immediately, wherever we are, you know. I would love it, and I would really love it, because you see some of these young children on planes, you know, and they're going like this to the back of the seat, and I just love to go up and go, you know. Oh, my darling, Claire Summers. Oh, I love you. Do you know what? I can't believe it. All these people I'm seeing on television asking me questions about show.
And my question is a television question.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Go on, then.
I just want to know what you like watching on television. Who entertains you? And are you a soap fan? Do you watch Coronation Street, EastEnders?
I love Poblacombe. I absolutely love Poblacombe.
Who's your favourite?
Do you know what my favourite was? Sorry, Sab. My favourite was Reg. And when he died, do you know what broke my heart? I did. And I thought, oh my God, what's it going to be like without Reg on Poblacombe, you know? And I was pulling out the car, in the car park at the BBC, and he walked past me, I thought, oh. Where's Penny Roberts?
I've got a probing question for you, Chris.
Ooh,
I understand you like cruising. In fact, it's the talk of the BBC canteen, and I'd love to know more about it.
Cruising. Boats, love.
Boats? Boats? Is there any other type?
Boats. No, it's a boat, but I love the water because I'm a Piscean. I love my little boat. I really, really do. You know, but we got stuck to a buoy the other day. There was I in Cardiff Bay clinging to a buoy. Next question. We have a question from a legend. Sara Edwards.
Oh, hello, Chris.
Will you do me a favour first? I've always wanted to be a weatherman, you know? I'd love to be a weather. Will you say, over to you, Derek, and I'll pretend to be Derek. Come on.
All right, then, let's see what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. Over to you, Derek.
Well... Sorry, Derek. I love you. Sara, your question.
Well, Chris, my question is this. We hear a lot about the garden and all the people who are in the garden. Yeah. But do you actually like gardening?
No. Hopeless. In fact, everything dies on me. Every single thing dies on me. It says water twice a week. You know, I'm saying Tuesday, tomorrow, cup of water, put it in. Friday, cup of water, put it in. Saturday, dead. No chance at all. And my mum got a big garden, you know, when I had the house, and I thought, I've got to keep this garden up, and I've really got to. So I went to this well-known Gashron Gary, and I bought these, they were wooden sort of covered things with silk leaves, and they have them in offices as you walk in, and they were like plastic, really, you know. So I bought 6 of them and I planted them in the garden, like that, you know. And they looked fantastic. Everybody else's in the winter had died. Mine was stunning. And my friend came up, you know, from Sandfields, and she said to me, lovely plants you've got here, you know. Plastic. She said, damn, that one's coming on lovely, she said to me, you know. Oh, my darling. Mandy.
Chris, I've got a question for you, my darling. I've known you for a long time and worked with you many times, and I know why I think your programme and the garden is so successful, because you're such a lovely, genuine person. But why do you think the garden is so successful?
Oh, God, it's a question to answer. Now, why is the garden successful? It started as an accident. I just thought, oh, go on, and it'll never take off. You know, and I remember my then producer, Ellie Williams, saying to me, that's wonderful. 221 in the garden. It's like 29,000 plus, you know what I mean? I think, to be honest, it's nice today to have togetherness. It's nice for somebody to listen to in the night. Loneliness is a big thing, I find. Yes. Loneliness is paramount at the moment. So many people have phoned up and said, you're the only person I've spoken to today. Which is unbelievable. And if it does do a public service, you know, that's fantastic by me, I'll keep doing it. But I think we've lost it today. Big time we've lost it today. The respect has gone out the window, nobody cares, but the garden does care. And people have phoned in and said, do you know, I was going into hospital and I couldn't, it was cancelled last minute. Somebody else phoned in and said, I have my place. Where'd you get that? So the garden is a good place, and if it helps each other, you know, why not? Go for gold.
And may you go on, strength to strength.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming along tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Why me? Why me? Why me? I get too hungry for dinner at 8. I love this theater, I'd never come late. I'd never bother with people I hate. That's why this DJ is a dog. Don't go to crap games with barons or earls. Don't go to Harlem in ermine or pearls. I'd rather chat with all of my girls. That's why this DJ is a tramp. I hate that free, fresh rain on my brain. It drives me insane. I'd rather take a train all the way to Spain. Hey, Aberraven, it's cold and it's damp. That's why this DJ is a tramp. Let's go, everybody. Clap the hands, come on. Come on. Woo! You got it. That's why this DJ is a tramp. Don't go to Harlem with barons or earls. I'd rather chat with all of my girls. I'd rather sit and eat coconut whirls. Can't That's why this DJ is a tramp. I love that free, fresh wind in my hair. Life without care. I'm broke, no joke. Hey, I've been rapping. It's cold and it's damp. That's why this DJ. That's why this DJ. That's why this DJ is a tramp. Yeah.
And don't forget, you can catch Chris Monday to Friday night from 10 past 10 on BBC Radio Wales.